Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome to Week 10 here in the National Football League here on Fox. It'll be a fun day today here in the NFC South. And what a game today between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Week 10 in the NFC South showdown in Raymond James Stadium. And welcome inside the broadcast booth. I'm Tyler Vs Here we are with Matt Ryan and company to lead the number one scoring offense and defense in the league against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here in Tampa FLA here at Raymond James Stadium against Jameis Winston and the company, and Mike Evans and a whole lot of weapons for Jameis Winston and for the offense with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here in Week 10. This will be a fun matchup here in the NFC South between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons here today in Week 10. Welcome to the NFL on Fox here in Tampa FLA. We got here in Florida. We got a matchup in the NFC South between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here in Week 10 around the National Football League. Tampa Bay won the toss, so they have the first. So Atlanta will get the ball to start the first half. And Cannizzaro kicks it up away out of the 10 is Marvin Hall. A good return. Marvin Hall inside the 50, inside the 49, close to about the 50-yard line. And the Falcons are in great field position here today. And Matt Ryan leaves the Falcons offense on the field. On the kickoff, there was some great blocking on special teams for the Atlanta Falcons, and Marvin Hall had a great return. Brett Grimes couldn't bring him down. And Keith Tandy brings him down and prevents the touchdown on special teams. And what a drive for the Atlanta Falcons on special teams. Ryan gets the snap and throws short for Mohamed Sanu. Brett Grimes was there, the former Falcon, comes out to make the play for the Atlanta Falcons. Excellent play by Tampa Bay defense. They went for a 5-man rush on Matt Ryan, and Levante David, the linebacker, coming up to make the pressure on Ryan, and Brett Grimes was looking for a takeaway. A very dangerous throw by Matt Ryan for the Atlanta for Atlanta, and the numbers are ridiculous. Ever since last week against the Chargers, Ryan wants all of it. Finds Jones, and he's inside the end zone for the touchdown. Julio Jones, who had a big game last week against the Chargers, going over 300 yards receiving. Actually, over 230 yards receiving last week against the Chargers defense. And here we are against two of the best. Here we are with Julio Jones in the end zone. Brett Grimes was there, and Justin Evans were the two guys covering Julio Jones. And they scored early, and Matt Bryant with the extra point. Kicks it up, and it's good. Makes it 7-0. And the Atlanta Falcons are on the board after that nice return by Marvin Hall, with Jacquizz Rodgers not allowing to return it. On special teams, the Atlanta defense is on the field with Jameis Winston and company on the field with Peyton Barber in the backfield. Winston throws it, pass incomplete for Adam Humphries, and he was well covered. Robert Alford and Keanu Neal on the coverage. The defense in the defensive backfield, the Atlanta Falcons defense was playing great last week, able to prevent Phillip Rivers and company out of the end zone, and that was a great throw by Jameis Winston, but that ball was in and out of the hands of Adam Humphries. He was trying to look for extra chunks of yards. Jacquez Rogers is in there. Winston. Pass is caught by Chris Godwin. And he's going to be a few inches short of a first down. Winston finds Chris Godwin wide open, and Desmond Trufant and Deion Jones was in on the stop. And the good news for the Atlanta Falcons, Taylor Gabriel and Freeman is back in the game, and that pass is incomplete. I'm going to get Jameis Winston on that one. Winston throws it a little too short. And number 66, off this number 66 helmet. And I guess he was looking for Mike Evans or Deshaun Jackson, but Brian Anger will punt it. Anger with a kick, and it sets Andre Roberts back inside the 35. Rodgers, he got the wall. A nice return out to midfield. And Matt Ryan and the Falcons are on the field now. After that poor punt from Brian Anger. Handoff to Freeman. Freeman off to the races. Moving a couple of tackles, has some space inside the 25. Jordan Whitehead was in on the stop. Just in Devontae Freeman, who was out with a knee injury about a week ago, and breaks a tackle, breaks 3 tackles, and Jason Pierre-Paul, the former New York Giant, who signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, comes out to make the stop on Freeman. And Freeman is having a great season. And Ryan's pass is incomplete for the first time today. Was intended for Taylor Gabriel. Nice job for the pass rush. You see Cameron. You're gonna see the defensive line able to. Ryan had a lot of time in the pocket though, but that pass was a little too high for Gabriel, who suffered a foot injury a few weeks ago, and Ryan's pass is incomplete again. Not a good throw by that time by Ryan, but that pass was almost into the hands of Ballo. But not a good throw. That 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. Ryan fires downfield looking for Austin Hooper. Down inside the 5 to set up 1st and goal. And the Atlanta Falcons, who ranked 1st on 3rd down conversions, they were 4 for 4 on 3rd down conversions last week against the Chargers. And Austin Hooper, and with a great catch. Ryan throws deep in the end zone, bringing that pressure. Keith Tandy was on the coverage on Mohamed Sanu. Nice drive by Tampa Bay. Ryan throws, pass incomplete. Levante David was there, batted that one away. He was looking for Austin Hooper, the tight end. Here we are on 3rd down and goal. Ryan wants to throw it to Hooper, and Hooper was wide open. Check that. But that pass was short was intended for Austin Hooper. Ryan throws, pass caught. Julio Jones for the touchdown. Julio Jones finally gets a red zone touchdown after that incredible performance against the Chargers. Ryan throws a quick pass to Julio, and he was working against Keith Tandy, the safety. Throws his second touchdown pass of the game, and it's a 14-0 game against the Buccaneers. And Ryan, or rather Bryant, kicks it away for Jacquez Rogers, who won't be successful on the return. This is a touchback. Jameis Winston and company on the field with Peyton Barber in the backfield. And Barber, oh, an excellent play by Bruce Irvin, the former Oakland Raider. Bruce Irvin made the play. A loss of 2. The first guy there was looking. Grady Jarrett was missed the tackle, but Bruce Irvin comes up to finish it. Cameron Brate, the tight ends, in motion, splitting to the left of Winston. Winston is sacked. Down inside the 18, Grady Jarrett was there. A loss of 5. There you go. Watch the defense. This is that nitro defense we saw last week against the Chargers, able to prevent Bruce Irvin, able to prevent Phillip Rivers, and a lot of changes offensively for the Buccaneers. You got on the center position. You got Ali Marpet and Jensen. Handoff to Jaquez Rogers, that he won't get the first down. He has a gain of 7. He's down way short of the marker, and it's a 3-and-out for the Buccaneers. Excellent drive by the Atlanta Falcons defense to prevent another 3-and-out for the Buccaneers. And what a showdown this is here in the NFC South. One of the best divisions in the NFL. Winston, Roberts has a grip return inside the 30 to about the 32-yard line. And Ryan throws it past caught Taylor Gabriel on a slant. And Taylor Gabriel, who's become a major weapon for Matt Ryan. One of the biggest differences and on this offense for the Atlanta Falcons last year and this year, the speed that they picked up. Taylor Gabriel's a 4.28 guy. And he's making a difference. His speed is just changing the look of this offense. Ryan throws deep in the end zone. Touchdown for Austin Hooper, the tight end. Matt Ryan throws 3 touchdown passes in this game, and he was working against Davis and Justin Evans, number 21. And Austin Hooper makes a great big time catch against Justin Evans against the triple coverage. A 21-0 lead, almost towards the end of the first half. With 53 seconds left of the first half, and Jaquez Rogers takes it out of the end zone, and Rogers gets taken down at the 15-yard line. Ricardo Allen was there. All the weapons on display defensively for the Atlanta Falcons. You got Ricardo Allen and Keanu Neal and Vic Beasley, who's having a heck of a season, who leads the league in sacks last season. And Peyton Barber getting blocks and gets the first down. And a timeout by the Buccaneers. Jameis Winston is trying to score against this fast and explosive defense for the Atlanta Falcons. Jameis Winston finds Chris Godwin. A nice receiving core for Tampa Bay. You got Mike Evans, you got Adam Humphries, and the tight end and Deshaun Jackson and Chris Godwin, who you saw has a 5-yard gain and brings up second down. In the tight end position, you got Cameron Brate and O.J. Howard. These guys are great weapons for Jameis Winston. And Winston gets taken down inside the 20. The guy there was Deidre Sanat, who was drafted by the Atlanta Falcons, and he's making a difference for this defense. This defensive lineman, they bring a 4-man rush with the pocket collapsing, and Deidre Sanat makes a great play against Jameis Winston. Peyton Barber out of the backfield gets gets flipped and hangs on. Deion Jones and Robert Alford finish it, and he's going to be short of a first down, 8 yards shy of a first down. They went for a screen out the back door to Peyton Barber, and he gets hit. Takes a big hit. Robert Alford Keanu Neal makes a big hit. The hard hitter out of Florida makes a huge hit. With a dangerous collision there. Brian Anger will come on the field for the fourth time today. With a play clock winding down, Andre Roberts sets a decent field turn. Roberts inside the midfield, and it's going to be towards the end of the first half, with the Falcons up top with 21 points. Takes a knee, and that's it here in the first half. The Falcons 21, Buccaneers nothing. What a game here in the NFC South. What a battle in the NFC South between two teams. What a drive by the Atlanta Falcons, offensively and defensively, against Jameis Winston. They already have four sacks today and so far there were no interceptions, and that's big for both of these quarterbacks. And Matt Ryan has been very consistent lately, but throws 2 dangerous passes that could have prevented an Atlanta turnover. Meanwhile, the Visa halftime report is here with the Kansas City Chiefs up top against the Broncos and Case Keenum and company. Case Keenum goes over 53 yards passing today and throws 1 touchdown in the game. But Patrick Mahomes is having an outstanding day, throwing over 230 yards passing and throws over 3 touchdowns, and Kansas City wins it in Denver, Colorado. And meanwhile, in the NFC, we got the Cardinals at the New York Giants, and that's a great game here on CBS, but here on Fox, that is what matters. Meanwhile, the second half is underway with Matt Bryant to kick it away. The Buccaneers do get the ball to start the second half. With Jacquizz Rodgers far deep in the end zone, and it's a touchback, not returnable. But here comes Winston and company back out on the field. He's been a little bit inconsistent during the first half. We'll see how he does. And Winston gets buried at the 20-yard line by Vic Beasley. The pass rush out of Clemson gets a loss of 6 yards on the sack. They mentioned how long it's been for the Falcons offense since they've been on the field. Dan Quinn saying reset, forget about the first half. And the offensive lineman is having a frustrating day. Number 69, DeMar Dotson, able to not guard Vic Beasley. That brute strength and power and size, speed, all of it wins the day for Vic Beasley. Vic Beasley had a heck of a season last season, who was first in sacks, and that pass was incomplete. If Jameis Winston wants to get back in this game, that means he has to be more quicker and consistent with most of his receivers, and that was a very short pass to Cameron Brate. His first year tight end, and that play was blown dead. Winston wanted to go deep for Mike Evans, who was well covered. Ricardo Allen and Desmond Trufant. Excellent coverage. They went for a 220 Tampa around Mike Evans. And Mike Evans is one of the best receivers in this game. But Julio Jones is putting up a show here against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. he has 2 touchdowns in this game, and he's been an outstanding player from Matt Ryan. A fair catch, and Keith Tandy sets them up in great field position, and they lead with 21. And the Atlanta Falcons are on the board. They take over at their 44, leading by 21. Ryan wants to throw and he's able to get his pass to Mohamed Sanu for a 15-yard reception for a first down. You cannot put a defensive lineman in this coverage. And Ryan, what a play. The mobility of Matt Ryan, we watched him over the years. It's not like he was ever a statue, but they're able to do this against Kyle Shanahan's offense. This offense is not like any other. We've seen him score 49 consecutive points against the Chargers last week, and what a game that was on CBS. Taylor Gabriel breaking a tackle, still on his feet inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line of the Chargers of the Buccaneers. They're just everywhere. You don't know what to do with them. And Matt Ryan is having an outstanding day. He broke a tackle from Justin Evans, and number 34 would not be denied. A nice stiff arm on Justin Evans. They were 4 for 4 on red zone tries. Nobody open. Ryan throws it, pass incomplete. Keith Tandy was there to bat that one away, and that was intended for Mohamed Sanu. Ryan wants the same play. Ryan gets sacked. Carl Nassib on the sack. They went for a 5-man rush with the pocket collapsing on Matt Ryan, and that was a loss of 4 on that sack. Ryan couldn't find anyone, and he gets pressured. All that pressure and power by Carl Nassib wins the day, and the Tampa Bay defense is trying to look for answers on how to stop Matt Ryan and company from scoring. Ryan wants to throw downfield, and it's incomplete. He was working against Vernon Hargraves, who came in as a rookie, and it's 4th down, and the field goal unit's on the field. First time the field goal unit's on the field. Matt Bryant's kick is good. The score is 24-0. A nice drive by the defense for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, able to get Matt Ryan and the company out of the end zone on that drive. And now it's Winston's turn to answer Matt Ryan here today. Cameron Brate, the tight end's in motion, and Brate goes nowhere. A loss of 4, and this guy is making a difference. Bruce Irvin, who was brought in as a free agent, who signed a 1-year deal for the Falcons, and this guy is incredible in the pass rush. Bruce Irvin had to respect him. He makes a nice tackle on Peyton Barber, and he's able to get it. Winston fires, pass is incomplete, intended for Chris Godwin or Mike Evans. You're going to get these 2 receivers for that one. Jameis Winston was looking for either receiver. They got 2 guys assigned to one. You just cannot get beat outside if you're Grady Jarrett or Vic Beasley or Bruce Irvin. 3rd and 14 for the Buccaneers. A huge collision by two of the receivers, and he gets sacked again. 3 yards on the sack. Back on Atlanta's side of the 20. Brian Anger will punt it. And a fair catch. Justin, let me check that. Brett Grimes, a former Falcon, comes up to make the catch. Ryan wanted to go deep for Mohamed Sanu, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Not usually see Matt Ryan throw much incompletions lately for this offense. Taylor Gabriel gets hit as he falls down, and Justin Evans saving what would have been a touchdown. Taylor Gabriel was absolutely wide open. But that was excellent blocking. He went for a diving catch for Taylor, but from Taylor Gabriel. Evans had to respect him. That was a huge first down. Ryan throws it intercepted. Up into the air and down with it is Brett Grimes. And this defense has their first takeaway defensively against the Falcons. A 5-man rush with the pocket collapsing on Matt Ryan. That's exactly what the Buccaneers needed. Jameis Winston's pass is caught by Adam Humphries. And that's his first completion for Adam Humphries. He's good for a 15-yard completion for a first down. Grimes throws it past Jameis Winston with a screen out the back door to Peyton Barber. Deion Jones on the tackle after a gain of 1. Bring up 2nd down and 9. Winston finds Peyton Barber, who leads the receiving here for this offense. This has been a thrilling scene for the Atlanta Falcons, and Matt Ryan throws his first interception, and meanwhile, Chris Godwin with a 14-yard completion for a first down. So far, Jameis Winston's offense is starting to click, trying to put points on the board. Fires, pass caught. Jaquez Rogers, the former Falcon. Robert Alford on the tackle, inside the 40, with a gain of 5. Some running backs you saw Peyton Barber and Jaquez Rogers, and Winston gets sacked. Sanat, his second sack of the game, inside the 45, with a timeout by the Buccaneers. Right inside the 45, and it's that pass rush for the Falcons, and the defensive lineman able to get in there to get the sack on Jameis Winston. And that's Deatrich Sanat's second sack of the game. Winston throws it, and it's hung up in the air and hits the helmet of Deion Jones. Deion Jones was looking for an interception. So far, there were no interceptions defensively for the Atlanta Falcons, and it's not what you want. That's not what you want to see. Defense not having to get any turnovers. Freeman has a gain of a 19-yard carry for a first down. His first action. Ryan throws, finds Julio Jones. Jones still on his feet. And he's going to score. Touchdown. What a game. Going for number 11. Who leads the league in receiving, and Matt Ryan throws a dime. Justin Evans. No, this guy is making a difference too. It's not just all the weapons on display. It's not just Mohamed Sanu and Taylor Gabriel. It's this guy, Julio Jones. Grimes and Evans had to respect him. The group size, speed, all of it wins the day for Julio Jones. And the Falcons are up in the 30s at the end of the game. And the Falcons will win it. What a showdown here on Fox in the NFC South, and what a game that was. Ryan, by the way, throwing over 200 yards passing here today. And Freeman rushed for a total of 36 yards and 4 touchdowns. This NFC South is going to be fun to watch next season. And this on Fox, and this will be a great game here today. And Ryan throws only 1 interception this game. And that's it here on Fox. We'll see you next week against the Carolina Panthers.